Hello again, my name is John and I am a nobody. I've already done a story about the wonderful Mick Taylor and I'll put it down as a link if you want to find it. He was a wonderful man and it was kind of sad to hear that he left us recently. This was a guy who was not even 21 and he joined the Rolling Stones as a replacement for Brian Jones. And the story is well worth revisiting, largely because Mick Taylor was a very nice man. He was only with the Stones for 5 years, but he played on 5 classic, iconic records, and I'll never forget him, and I hope you don't either. So, I've had problems with the internet, which I'm going to have to mention, however boring it might seem, because it illustrates how we landed in a society that is so different to the memories that Mick Taylor had. So the internet went down, I called the provider, and they put us onto a so-called chat line, which was not a chat line at all. It was a typing line, maybe to some agency in Outer Mongolia, or maybe to a robot, I don't know. It's now, today, miraculously on again. I don't know why. We've already decided to change the provider. But the story is this. We were chatting, also typing, for like half an hour nearly, to this robot or whatever it was, agency. And at the end of it, we didn't get anywhere. We were just trying, all I wanted was an engineer to come round and would have sorted out the problem in 2 minutes probably in the old days, when the customer was king in the old days, in the Mick Taylor days. It didn't work out, so we cancelled and went on to another provider, which was still waiting for. The great disgrace was that they billed us for the helpline chat. They billed us, the company sent us, we had to pay for calling them for assistance. That's the really disgusting thing about this. So we're back from the Rolling Stones back into the dementia home, and it's all somehow related. I had a character there in the home who was of a great nervous disposition. His name was, well, let's call him Charlie. And I went in to do Charlie one day, and he was lying in his bed, staring at his slippers. Those slippers make me very nervous, he said. He was nervous about everything. We went to his little toilet, bathroom, our American cousins say, and he let off his usual stream, and part of it missed the bowl. So I said to him, don't worry, I'll give your feet a good wash later. And while he was doing this, he said the most amazing thing. He looked down at his genitalia and said, very pleased with himself. Everything appears to be flourishing, which I thought was wonderful English. I took him back to his bed, cleaned his feet, and then got another flannel and cleaned his face, gave him a shave, and he was lying in bed reminiscing about the old days in London, which is where it's been from. And I'd already printed out some high street photos from the 60s or something. And he was going on about it, how wonderful it was, and his dad, who'd been with the police, and he was chatting about sailing his little wooden boat on the local lake. And it was kind of nice. I shaved him and carefully, and he looked at me and he said, everybody's let me down in my life, apart from you. And that was one of the most touching things anybody's ever said to me. It almost brought tears to my eyes. What a great compliment that was. And I took him to, I got him all nice and dressed and looking smart with a tie, which is what he liked, and took him to his breakfast, his usual breakfast in his usual place. A man had done everything right and ended up in a dementia home. So that's a bit sad, I know, but there you go, c'est la vie. I hope you are flourishing wherever you are. You take care of yourself and those you love, and I hope to see you in the next one. There are lots more stories coming, Bob Marley stories, reggae stories, all kinds of stuff. So feel free if you want to subscribe down below. That's what everybody says. So I'll say it too. Okay, take care, and Tschüssikowski.